So what are the must-have add-ons for Season of Discovery Phase 3? Today I'll give you my take on what I would highly recommend you to get. The first one is called Nova Wall Buffs, and what it does is to track what layer you're currently on. The layer will then be displayed at your top right corner at the minimap. So why is this so important? Well, you could be on a layer with way too many people, so when you're questing or farming in the open world, there will be way too much competition. In this case, I used a second account to invite me to another layer, and look what happens here. All of a sudden, there's not as many people, and this is because I swapped to layer 3. So make sure to ask someone in your guild or in the world chat to invite you to another layer. It's just required that they also have this add-on in order for them to see what layer they're currently on. The next one is called AtlasLootClassic, and it's important it ends with Classic. If not, you won't be able to see all the new loot in Season of Discovery. For example, things that will be updated in Phase 3, but also the new raids. The main reason why I recommend you Atlas Loot is basically because it allows you to also plan your leveling route to 50, and also what dungeons you need to focus on at max level in order to get the specific items you need so you're ready to start raiding. When you're going to level up either your main character or all characters, get Questie. What it does is to track many different things, and even display where you can hand in and pick up new quests. On top of this also flight locations, mailbox, and where you can repair, and many other things. Not only will it help you level up a bit quicker, but when there's going to be implemented new quests in Phase 3, maybe for your new profession items, well then these will also be displayed with the add-on, and this is going to be quite helpful. Another cool feature is that at the nameplates, but also at the target portrait, there will be a small bag, and this will indicate if it's going to be an NPC you need to slay, or simply just something you will need to do in order to complete a specific quest. And this bag will also be displayed at your map, indicating where you will need to head to complete a certain thing. So make sure to install Questie to level up quicker. Talking about quick leveling, then I'll also be using the leveling guide Rested Experience. I'll leave a link to the guide itself in the description below the video, but mainly it's developed by the best speed levelers in World of Warcraft, and it has recently been updated for Phase 3, even with the new leveling rates, so you can reach level 50 in next to no time. On top of this, it also comes with a nice feature, a rune collecting tool. This will let you know where and how you collect all the different runes in the game. Once Phase 3 launches, it will also be updated with all the new runes. It's going to be an add-on you can try out for free by using the link below the video, or you can purchase the full version that will work all the way up to 50. The good thing is that it's a one-time purchase only, so once Phase 4 goes live, you can continue to use this to reach level 60. Better vendor price will let you know how much copper, silver and gold you can get for a specific item if you decide to sell this right to the vendor without having to go to the auction house. I find this useful if my inventory is full and I need to destroy something in order to make room for a quest item, but also if I need to pick the most expensive reward from a quest. I usually combine this together with another one called Auctionator. When you go to the auction house and scan for specific items, then it will remember the price, and this will make it a lot easier for you to also decide whether you should sell it to the vendor or simply post it on the auction house to make an even bigger profit. Another reason why I would recommend you this is because it's so easy to buy and sell stuff. You go to selling and you press on the item you would like to sell from your bags. Now it will scan for the cheapest price and post this 1 copper cheaper, so you're not going to undercut people too much and you're going to make a bigger profit this way. When you have to buy something, you just type in the item, and instead of having to browse through many different pages, then the add-on will do this for you. And at the top you will now see the cheapest one you can purchase, making sure that you don't end up paying way too much for a specific material or item. Would you like a more clean UI? Get Bartender 4. It allows you to customize your action bars and even remove many of these things you don't want to display. It's so easy to set up. Type /BT and press enter. Now you can lock and unlock your action bars. You can change the size, the scale, the padding, yeah, many different things. Just go to the action bar you would like to change. In this case, I'm at action bar 1. You can also disable each individual bar or add in more if you feel like you don't have enough for all your different spells or macros. You can also change things such as your reputation or experience bar, so the size, but also enable and disable these. I've disabled my Blizzard art bar. This will hide most of the UI, for example the griffins. You can also change the size of your micro, but also back bar. So many different things that can be customized in order to make your UI a bit cleaner. By the time you have fixed this, you could also install DarkMode. It will turn everything a lot darker. Yeah, basically everything from your target portrait, your action bar, spell book, yeah, you name it. And remember, you can also right click on your target portraits to unlock these and drag them to the position you feel like is the most comfortable. And no, you don't need any add-on to adjust this, just go to the target portrait and right click. By the time you're about to hit into your first raid, you should also be getting details. It's a great way to track your own performance, but also how other people are performing. This could, for example, be how much damage or healing each individual raid member is doing, but also tracking if there's certain players standing and stuff they shouldn't be. So it's a great tool to track many different things to increase the performance of your raid. Some of you has also recommended me to try out thread plates, and I'm so glad I gave it a go, because I honestly like this a lot. At the nameplate, yeah, first off, it will be a lot bigger and you can adjust this, but at the nameplate it will now also display the remaining health. At the top it will also display the remaining time of your damage over time and also CC abilities. So I'm glad I gave it a go, because I will be using this in the future. In another add-on guide I were mentioning that my damage font was called Nice Damage and you should get this add-on yourself. But some of you can't get this to work, so what I've done is to do a bit of research. You could install the add-on CustomFontLoader. It will guide you through every single step you have to do, and you can even install your own fonts to change how you would like your damage or healing to be displayed. Pretty awesome in my opinion. There are so many different bag add-ons out there, but the one that I prefer the most is AdiBags. When I loot a new item, it will also be shining, just like these two grey items that I just looted. Blue, green and also epic items will also be displayed with color, and you can easily sort everything in armor, jewelry and so on. In fact, it will even do this automatically. If you go to the top right corner, then there will also be a V you can press on. Here you can then enable and disable items you would like to be shown in your bags. For example, if you don't want to see the quest items, then you can disable these. By typing /AdiBags, you open up the configuration where you can change many different things, even the scale of your backpack. To save yourself a bit of time, get what's training. At your spell book there will now be a question mark at the bottom right. Press on this to see what you can learn every second level. This will save you some time so you don't accidentally go to your class trainer to figure out you're not going to get anything useful. Pretty cool when you're leveling up in the open world and you would like to know if you can just continue leveling or if you have to go back to your main city. The next one is for those of you that either like to PvP or playing a class with CC opportunities. Get OmniCC, but also another one called Bigdebuff. Combining these together will make it work so perfectly, as you can now see the CC, but also the remaining time. And it will also display this on your action bars, so the remaining time on your cooldowns. Earlier in the video I talked about getting details when you're raiding, but you should also be getting DeadlyBossMode. This will warn you on your screen if there's going to be anything important to take care of. Yeah, even mark the different things you need to kill, for example with a skull, like this totem. So by the time you're watching this video, phase 3 is either about to launch in a couple of days or it has already launched. No matter what, then you should be checking out the channel where you can find different leveling guides, but also preparations you should be doing before the phase goes live. As always, thank you so much for watching and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Season of Discovery content. Peace!